Hello everyone, we are Group L4 from Ms. Liang Long Mei's tutorial group, and we are here to showcase our video presentation for our Project 2 of Asian Architecture. Our group is made out of 7 members. I'm Yongjian and my group mates are Ziqian, Weihong, Ziyang, Tingfeng, Tianhao, and Xuanwei. Our goal for this project is to conduct research surrounding sustainable heritage tourism in Jalan Tun HS Lee, and our title for the project is The Street Lost in Present Day. The contents of our presentation are shown here, starting with our abstract, then moving to the problem statement and the research methodology, continued with the research questions and their respective solutions, and finally ending with our conclusion.
This presentation focuses on place identity of Jalan Tun HS Lee and how trade plays a big part in that. The purpose of this study is to explore whether the restoration of traditional trades can reinstate the place identity of Jalan Tun HS Lee. This investigation addresses several key issues, including trade authenticity, building preservation, and street trading, along with their contributing factors to propose workable strategies to resolve the loss of community inheritance. Our findings are derived from a thorough literature review and real-life examples. We gathered visual documentation of the street through online sources and a physical site visit. During our site visit, we observed a significant decline in traditional trades on Jalan Tun HS Lee. This decline is primarily due to the outward migration of the original Chinese settlers who have moved to other areas. As a result, new owners have taken over the spaces, leading to a shift in business models that cater more to tourists. Jalan Tun HS Lee has become a popular landmark in Kuala Lumpur, which has further accelerated this shift. Consequently, the goods and services offered in the area are losing their unique characteristics and connection to the local urban context. Additionally, the failure to conserve the heritage shophouse architecture in Jalan Tun HS Lee has exacerbated the decline in traditional trades. The architectural heritage is a vital component of the street's identity, and its neglect has contributed to the loss of traditional business practices. Furthermore, we realized that informal economies and street trading were once vibrant and integral parts of Jalan Tun HS Lee. However, the resettlement of the local Chinese population to smaller towns in Malaysia has led to the decline of these informal economic activities, rendering them unsustainable. This research draws a conclusion towards the significance of understanding the correct methods of restoring traditional trades and executing it to resolve the problems we found in order to reinstate the place identity of Jalan Tun HS Lee.
Our problem statement was to ask ourselves if the restoration of traditional trades reinstate the place identity of Jalan Tun HS Lee. Our methodology is comprised of 3 parts: a literature review where academic studies on the subject were reviewed via Google Scholar to bring up our research questions and solutions, legitimizing the issues we have come up with, as well as solidifying our solutions with each respective question. Secondly, real-life examples were also taken in as our source of information input. By looking at existing examples related to our topic, we were able to learn from them and cherry-pick the computable factors that could work in our own study. And a physical site visit was also conducted where all of our group members went to sites to confirm on the information that we have collected in our literature review. We could also see firsthand the current state of the street, as some of our information might be bit dated.
Our research questions is made up of 3 topics covering different issues of sustainable heritage tourism in the street of Jalan Tun HS Lee. The 3 topics are building preservation, trade authenticity, and street trading. Starting with building preservation and its research question: what is causing the decline in heritage shophouses, and does it affect the traditional trade in Jalan Tun HS Lee? The first cause being deterioration and neglect of shophouses. Most shophouses in Kuala Lumpur are deteriorating due to aging, lack of proper care, and neglect by users, along with the inability of pre-war buildings to meet modern economic demands, contributing to their decline and resulting in a significant decrease in their utilization. Next, there is modification for modern needs. Some pre-war shophouses owners have modified their buildings to meet modern needs, replacing traditional shophouses with multi-story hotels, guest houses, and offices for higher profits. Many shophouses have been turned into boutique hotels and hipster cafes to attract locals and tourists. Adapting old buildings helps sustain the area and promotes regeneration, though a stronger conservation plan is needed to preserve the area's cultural identity and townscape character. There is also the discontinuity of verandas. A common problem with pre-war shophouses is the discontinuity of verandas caused by stalls, making the area unfriendly to pedestrians. These shophouses host retail and residential spaces with a 5-foot walkway offering protection from rain and provides shade. However, new building disrupts visual heritage by lacking walkways and differs in height, breaking continuity and walkability. This intrusion harms the city's built heritage and affects shopping route flow, inconveniencing the local community and potentially leading to a downfall of traditional trades reliant on regular customers. And the impact on traditional trade. The repurposing and renovations introduced to heritage shophouses sparks a rise in modern trades that fit the needs of the contemporary society, leading to an inevitable downfall in traditional trades as they cannot keep up with the modern economy. Prospective solutions for research question 1. We begin by looking at a comprehensive conservation plan to encourage shophouse restoration. Offering tax breaks, grants, and low-interest loans can serve as effective incentives. Additionally, enforcing regulations to preserve architectural integrity during renovations is crucial. A notable case study is Georgetown, Penang, where the Penang state government has implemented strict heritage conservation guidelines within the UNESCO World Heritage Site, ensuring that renovations do not compromise the historical value of buildings. Next, we could look at adaptive reuse with traditional trade integration. Combining traditional trades with modern amenities in restored shophouses through mixed-use development can enhance both heritage and functionality. Creating cultural hubs for traditional crafts supports this balance. In Singapore's Chinatown, heritage shophouses are successfully used for traditional trades, modern boutiques, and residential spaces, with the Chinatown Heritage Center and cultural festivals maintaining traditions and attracting tourists. The infrastructure and pedestrian experience could also be improved. Revitalizing 5-foot walkways improves pedestrian access and preserves historical character, while clear signage guides visitors to heritage sites. In Malacca, Malaysia, restored walkways and comprehensive signage enhance both accessibility and heritage appreciation. There is also community engagement and education. Awareness campaigns and educational programs can effectively promote heritage value. In Hoi An, Vietnam, extensive public campaigns and school partnerships teaches residents and students about heritage conservation, fostering pride and responsibility. Economic support and market development. Microfinance and collaborative platforms can support traditional traders in modernizing. In Kyoto, Japan, the government offers financial aid and low-interest loans to help artisans adapt to market demands. The Kyoto Artisan Support Program fosters collaboration between traditional craftspeople and modern businesses, creating joint marketing efforts and new sales channels.
Moving on to the next topic, trade authenticity and its research question. How does the change in business model cause the loss of place identity in Jalan Tun H.S. First of all, the fall of generational shophouses lead to establishment of generic buildings. Many of the family-run shophouses went out of business due to a number of factors such as poor successions, reduced target demographics, and neglect for the space. This forced the generational owners to move out in place for a modern business which may or may not preserve the street identity. And there is also the boom in modern corporate and commercial center in the urban space. The construction of large corporate office, one-stop commercial centers, and shopping malls in place of traditional shopping streets further push the irrelevance of street trading activity in a modern city, as people simply choose the newer, shinier building to do their shopping in. Thus, businesses in the street would find it harder to survive due to overwhelming competition.
Lastly, there's the takeover of immigrant traders in the street. As original traders move out of Jalan Tun Jajasli, it leaves a void in the space which leads to the transition of traders from being mainly local Malaysian to predominantly immigrants. The problem arises when a goods being sold serve no purpose to represent the street's urban context. Examples include generic items such as apparel, perfume, and vapes, which serve as cheap souvenirs targeted toward tourists. The solution for this issue include subsidy allocation towards authentic local businesses. As businesses that are true to the street's identity fail to adapt to the modern demand and competition, there shall be a necessary government fundings in order to preserve these stores as well as its contribution to the urban context. Next, business consultations for authentic local businesses. Subsidies itself won't solve the problem of poor performing businesses. As a matter of fact, it might only exacerbate the issue. What could actually help these businesses to strive is proper businesses consultation to help them adapt into the modern market. Moreover, cultural workshops held by local businesses. Local businesses could arrange street workshops aimed at showcasing Malaysian and Jalan Tun Jajasli's cultural food and souvenirs, allowing participants to gain deeper insight and promote our culture on a global scale. For instance, workshops could focus on teaching the preparation of famous Malaysian dishes such as nasi lemak, or even touch on traditional handicrafts such as wau bulan or rotan purse. Lastly, implementation of policies surrounding the type of goods being sold in the street. The local government should come up with policies which validate a shop's contribution to the cultural identity of Jalan Tun Jajasli and to provide financial or consultation aid as necessary. Not only that, there should also be a minimum quota for the number of heritage and cultural business to be present in Jalan Tun Jajasli in order to keep its identity alive.
The last topic is street trading, and its research question: how did the street trading scene in Jalan Tun HSD decline? The first reason being an unsustainable business model. The city grew increasingly congested and too expensive for most households to sustain, causing a population resettlement by local Chinese, who were the majority customer demographic at the time, to move to smaller towns in Malaysia, leaving the existing businesses to become unsustainable over time. Next, there is rise of competition and easier alternatives. The formation of business districts and shops in newer neighborhoods offers easier alternatives for people to obtain their daily necessity and thus reducing the need for them to return to the city. And this leaves us with current street trading setting. Street trading occurs in 4 settings: pavement, main street, back alleys, and 5 footways. At the street market, most activities are on sidewalks and main streets, with 44% of pavements, 37% on main streets, 13% in back alleys, and 6% of 5 footways. Retail activities dominate the pavement and main street, while 60% of back alley trading involves food and beverage. Only a small amount of trades remain on 5 footways, representing a part of traditional trades that occur on these walkways. To combat these issues, we shall reintroduce street trading to Jalan Tun HSD. Since the demand in goods in the area has changed so much in the modern day, we felt like there was an opportunity to reintroduce street trading to cater to modern trends and demands. It could fit existing customs that we have here in Malaysia, such as bazaars and pasar malams. After having established a platform for street trading, we will have to look for suitable local traders to fill in the empty lots of the streets. Similar to what the concept of night markets in Taiwan, we shall replicate what they have in the already existing street space that we have in Jalan Tun HSD by making gold-plating and marketing it to locals as well as tourists. The concept of a lively, culturally fixed night market could have potential to be a hotspot for economic activities that not only cater to tourists but local as well. In order to pull off a proper street trading setting, the condition of public spaces have to be improved and cleaned up accordingly to accommodate for not just the street stalls but also pedestrian walkability.
In conclusion, based on our research topic, we found that the place identity of Jalan Tun HSL has gradually been lost due to several reasons, such as poor building preservation, a lack of trade authenticity, and a decline in street trading. Through detailed research questions for each topic, we examined the reasons behind how and why Jalan Tun HSL is losing its urban context by consulting academic literature and conducting a physical site visit. On the other hand, we brainstormed solutions to address the aforementioned problem, using real-life examples to propose realistic solutions to existing issues. Through our study, we aim to raise awareness within our community about the cultural importance of Jalan Tun HSL as the heritage site and a tourist destination, while suggesting valid ways to restore traditional traits and reinstate the place identity of the street.
可以挑久一点嘛？你好。我太容易了。